Today I am redoing my portfolio 1 differences between 2 conditions, and then my research question is, does drinking 4 or more cups of tea improve cognition? I'm going to run my parametric test, create a new variable, select the right statistic test, run my analysis, and explain to you what they mean. And my design is a between because they either drink 4 or more or they drink less than 4, not and, which would be a within variable. So to start, I came over here to my data set, I entered my data, and then I went to transform, compute variable. That's to get this grouping variable right here because I created that. These two were given to me, but I created this. So I'm just gonna misspell this because it won't let me have something of the same name. And then my first numeric expression is going to be 1, and then I'm going to press if, and it is going to be case satisfies condition. So I'm going to go, so I'm going to go to cups. I'm going to go, if cups are less than 4, yeah, cups less than 4, correct. Continue, then I'm going to click OK. Oh no, why are you coming here? Anyways, it entered that. Then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it for my second one. Change my numeric expression to 2. For some reason, SPSS sometimes doesn't like if you use 0. So sometimes it just doesn't work. And here I just changed this to greater than or equal to. So continue, make sure my numeric expression is changed to 2 so they're separate. Okay, okay. I don't know why this keeps popping up, but anyways, as you can see here, it changed it, and then to get it to translate to these words over here, you're just gonna go to variable view, and then you would change your values, add, and then 1 is gonna be less than 4 cups, less than 4, and then 2 would be greater than or equal to. I think you get the idea, because I'm just going to delete this because I don't actually need it cut, because that's what this group is right here. Oh no. Anyways, so from there, I am going to start running my test. So first, I'm going to go to analyze, descriptive, analyze descriptive statistics, explore, and then my dependent is going to be my cognition. My factor list is going to be based on the groups because it's going to be if they had less than 4 cups or greater than or equal to. Check my statistics, go to plots. I'm going to do histogram, untransformed. Box plots don't matter, so I can do none. Continue, options. That's fine. Don't have to bootstrap. And then I clicked OK, which I'll show you what appears from that. So after doing what I just said, that's going to show me this case processing summary, this descriptive statistics, which what's important here is the mean and the standard deviation of both. And then extreme cases, test of normality, test of homogeneity. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then it's showing me all of my plots that I have. And then now I'm going to show you how to run the t-test. So for that, came back to the data set, analyze, not descriptives, compare means. And then I did an independent samples t-test. If I could get the right one. My test variable is going to be my cognition. My grouping variable is obviously going to be my groups. I'm going to define them by 1 and 2 because that's the numbers that I used. If you use 0 and 1, just make sure that they're in the right place. Then I'm going to go to my options, make sure this is set to 95. Don't have to bootstrap. Make sure that your estimate effect sizes is on. And then I would click OK. But since I already have that information, I'm just going to show you what it pulls up. So when I run that t-test, it's going to pull up my group statistic. So it's going to show me like my mean, my standard deviation, which is kind of like what I took from the table, which I said I needed from the table above as well. And then my independent samples t-test. The significance is relevant here. The two-sided p is relevant here. And then the independent samples effect size. Sorry, I have to sneeze. Independent samples effect size, Cohen's d. I deleted the other two lines because those aren't important to me. But for the independent, for this effect size, Cohen's d is what matters for this t-test, and so the only thing that matters right here is the point estimate, or not the only thing that matters, but what I'm looking at. So my Cohen's d value is going to be negative 0.58. And then I did make my graph as well, so I'll go ahead and show you how to make that as well. Graphs, chart builder, and then it's going to be a simple, and then I would put cognition on Y, and then I would put group on X. Maybe if it would have let me. Okay, anyways, you get the idea. And then make sure you delete your title and footnote. And then you're going to end up getting this graph right here. Anyways, so now let me analyze all of these results for you. Sorry. My test of normality, as you can see, one is significant and one isn't significant. But we are going to go ahead and ignore the test of normality, because if your sample size is large enough, you can safely ignore it. And then we're going to go ahead and jump straight into our test of I can't say that. So significance, obviously we do not have significance. So we do have homogeneity. Yeah, I can't. We do have homogeneity variance, so we are not going to reject the null hypothesis because it is more than the alpha value. The alpha value is 0.05. And then we're going to go back down here to our t-test, and then we're going to talk about what our independent samples test is talking about. So for our two-sided p, this is going to tell us what our t-test is. This is saying that our t-test is significant. So that means that 4 or more cups had a significant effect on cognition. And then the significance here is just repeating the Levine's test, as I have talked about before. And then let's go ahead and open my portfolio, and I'll show you how I kind of imported this information into the portfolio in APA format. So APA format, you're going to want to have your header, you're going to want to bold your results section, you're going to want to have one space right here, you're going to want to italicize your description and italicize your note part right here. And then make sure you italicize all of your Italian letters. So the D, the P, the T. Yeah, anyways. So I said an independent t-test was conducted because we have an independent sample because it's a between variable. Both groups have 30 participants, so we can ignore the test of normality, which I've already stated. And there was a significant effect, which we do get from our one-sided P. So T equals 58 because we had 60 people in total, 30 people drink less than and 30 people drink more than. So our degrees of freedom is 58. And our t-test is going to be this number right here. And it's going to be this negative 2.263, and then our p-value, which is our two-sided p right here, and then our Cohen's d value, which is our point estimate right here, which I have stated. And then I said that we are going to reject the null hypothesis, and that is because of our homogeneity of variance test. I'm so sorry. Which is why we can reject the null hypothesis. And then here I just stated the mean and the standard deviation of those who drank less than 4 cups of tea, which you can either get from the descriptives right here, which means going to be right here, descriptives, or standard deviation right here, sorry. Or you can even get it from down here where it says right here. You can get it from this right here as well. And then that is how you interpret your results that you got from your t-test.